welcome back to the Fox Strength Performance YouTube channel. I am Taylor Fox, and today we're doing some deadlifts in the suit on 2 tiles. So slight elevation, probably around like 15 inches, not super high. I like this because it's kind of like right before like my sticking point, so I kind of start to move, and I do feel good as like I start to pull the bar, but then I kind of hit that sticking point right away. And so I feel like this is a good variation for me to work on that, but also it allows me to learn the suit a little bit better without having to get super low and doing a normal deadlift. I do feel pretty comfortable, and I feel like I've really gotten a hold of getting the hips lower and into a position that's advantageous in the suit. So looking forward to more of that. But for today, I was really just trying to push a little bit heavier than last time. I had done a couple triples at 705, and things are honestly feeling pretty good today. So this is kind of an approach for looking towards Strongman Corp Nationals with the Mammoth bar, although I won't be able to use a suit for that, assuming I'm jumping in on that. And then the fact that I've had like these repeated hamstring injuries, so I'm trying to do a variation that's a little bit more forgiving on my hamstrings. I feel like the deadlift bar, being able to pull the slack out of the bar, I don't get as much as that like initial stress at the bottom as I would with like an axle or a power bar, which is exactly what happened in my past comp. I hurt my hamstring on the axle, but then I also am looking to do a top single on an axle probably this current week that I'm in. But that's just going to be a single at 705. Honestly, felt like it was a lot worse than it ended up being when I look back at it. So I was like, you know what, like this feels pretty good. I don't feel like I want to go up anymore, but I'm going to try to hit it hard and see how it looks for some reps. And really just try to make it look better than it did the previous time I was working on this. And honestly, things move pretty well. Like, I've found that I can just kind of get into the position, tight lats, push my feet into the floor, and the bar just kind of flies. And I'm really liking the pop I'm getting out of the suit. And even though I was like, my stomach didn't feel great, and I've definitely been feeling like kind of funky with my hip, I was like, just stay locked in, stay in that movement pattern that's efficient, and just keep pulling reps. And I got 4, and I thought that was good. And it was like, you know, I'm not going to go crazy and try to push to failure, but I wanted to have like a good quality set. And that's what I really felt like I got today, so I was happy with that. And then I just moved on to some squats, halo squat or pendulum squat. I feel like these are good because I'll take my deadlift stance and just kind of envisioning that leg drive off the floor from that stance. Also, with the knee issues I've been having, like just being able to sit back, I still feel like I'm having a decent bit of forward knee travel compared to other people on this movement, but it's definitely a little bit easier on the joints given that I can sit back and I'm not like pushing them way forward. And in general, I just like it. I feel like it's a good builder for the quads. I did have this plate down a lot in the past, and also when I had done that, I hit my head on the counterbalance block, so that wasn't great. But now I kept it up because somebody else had it up previous to me, and then I was like trying it out, and I do like that a bit more, so I'll probably roll forward with that next time. But overall, just trying to look for a low stress movement that I can hit some volume on to to get the like a nice pump in the legs. I've been doing the SSB front squats for squats before I end up hurting my knee doing some yoke. But just another movement that I can, use for that kind of like squat, building the volume there. And then doing the single leg hamstring curls. I really like this piece from Atlantis. Although it's like weird, it's comfortable getting in, but then getting back out, like kind of have to like leave your knee extended and slide. At least for me, with how long my legs are. I am like definitely noting that I'm having like some contralateral QL compensation, so I was really trying to hit like a bunch of like 15 reps on these, but then I'm noticing like to get to those amount of reps, I'm really arching through my back, so that was a focus. Lowering the weight to like just 30 pounds this most recent session, and then just trying to like really concentrated curl the leg and make sure it's predominantly hamstring involved in this movement, which is very tough, and it made sets a lot harder with that weight that I was using. And then we'll move on to some high row. Again, really like this piece. I think this is like the hardest high row that I've ever done. Like Atlantis, it feels very good, but it's also very difficult. And I've seen other people like at a different gym like stack plates on these things and act like they're really moving weight when it's like it kind of is set up to be a little more of an efficient lever. But this one is pretty rough, and I was really like trying to go ham today, so I loaded 4 plates up, got strapped in. I'm gonna hit some reps here and then strip down to 3 plates and then 2. So I think I go 5, 8, 10. And I'll tell you, my lats were sore for about 4 days after this. And I did end up like I just have to do it, and got some pressing in with that soreness. Because I know like my last block, I was really like hesitant to go to the gym if my lats were still sore. And I think that mindset really threw off my training and how I peaked and the amount of pressing volume I was able to get in. And I was like, it's really fine. Like, just try to get them body moving a little bit, get some blood flow, get that muscle stretched out, and do the best you can. And honestly, it's been resulting in me having much better press sessions than I've had in the past, like being more cautious with the soreness and avoiding days where I'm still sore. And really just pushing as hard as I can, trying to get through these reps. And after doing 4, that was pretty tough. And then this next set of 2 plates is just like utter burnout. Like nothing else to do but just get the reps. They're not hard, but it doesn't feel pleasant. But we're going to make it happen and build those muscles, get that money for sure. And I really like this idea of like challenge sets. Definitely something John Meadows would preach a lot. And like training with Dave Tate, he talks a lot about like not only is this like a great muscle builder, but it's also like something that's going to build grit, tenacity, and get you to like really commit to the training that you're doing. And I also feel like it's just more fun than just 3 sets of 10, 3 sets of 10. So I was really pleased with that. And then just finishing off here with belt squat marching. So I'm really happy to be able to get back into the belt squat. And they have one at, they've had one at Powerbuild KOP forever, but they didn't have it initially at Warrington. So I'd be like in KOP randomly and do it, but then I would want to be able to do my marching up here. So I was really happy when the Rhino came in for this location. And honestly, I feel like this is just a great way, like, if you're struggling with Husafel, with sandbag carry, like, this is a great way to build your hips so that they don't burn out as quickly. And you just go from, like, good full speed walking to waddling and not being able to move much before you just drop the implement. And I've even done these with a sandbag front hold and just march. Got the belt squat on with some weight, you got the implement in your hands, and you're just trying to go like you would for a normal carry event. But it's much harder, but it will definitely help you get prepared for those type of events. That's all I gotta say about that. Until next time, keep lifting those heavy weights and hold strong.